Whoa, baby! Yo, I'm gone, you know. Yeah, Master Free, back again. You get me in it, yeah. Large on my editor, Sam. You get me in it, yeah. He put me on this one. This one's man like Josh Wolf. Man said my son walked in on me and my wife. You get me, so we're gonna get it cracking, baby. Let's go.
I give my kids Benadryl one night, and I was having sex with. She's here. I'm talking about you. I was having sex with my wife, and
Nice.
things are going
Nice.
very well.
Nice.
And
Good.
I felt this finger touch my ass.
What?
Now listen, when you're married and a finger touches your ass, you're like, okay, is that what we're doing tonight? Like, because married sex is regular. You have regular sex, and every now and then somebody has too many drinks. Is like, let's try this, and you're like, and you're always like, I didn't know we were doing. I'd have fucking showered if I knew we were doing that tonight. You know what I mean? Like, is this what's going down tonight? Yeah. And plus, there's no way she's touching my ass. She was handcuffed. But so I turn around and we see it's our youngest son, Jacob, and he's at the end of the bed. He's probably 3.5 at the time, and he's sitting there and he's doing this. You know that age when they did that, and Beth just pulls the covers over her head and she goes, "Handle it." So she's on the covers. That means I'm out of the covers, and I'm just at the end of the bed, just dick out, just. Hey, buddy! You know? And he was just sitting there, and he was like, and by the way, Jacob has always stood like Forrest Gump. I have no idea why. This dude's always been like, hey, Lieutenant Dan! Like, I have no idea. This is always. So he's standing there, and he goes, what are you doing? And I said, telling mom jokes. And everybody has their thing that you tell your kids when they walk in on you. You know what I mean? Some people are like, I'm giving your mom a back rub, I'm cleaning your mom's face, whatever it is.
Clean your mom's face with my dick. With my.
Sorry about that. He's never said that to your mom, just other people's moms, you know. And so, no, he didn't say that to other people's moms either. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stop talking to you guys. So I go, and by the way, I'd always say I'm telling your mom jokes because he would ask me, what do you do for a living? And I'd be like, well, I tell jokes. And he'd go, oh, do people laugh? I'm like, yeah, people laugh. Is it good when people laugh? Yeah, it's good when people laugh. Oh. So he goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm telling mom jokes. And he goes, she's not laughing. I go, well, she was before you came in. And he goes, this was my favorite part. He just looks at me up and down, naked, still dick out, and just goes, you're silly, and just walks out of the room. So, and by the way, and people watching, and I know there are a lot of kids watching with their parents, and you're here, thank God, so I can say this and make you guys uncomfortable. Here's something you need to know, and look deep into my eyes, kids. I know you're sitting next to your parents. Here's something you need to know. Your parents fuck. Here's the deal. Here's what you need to know. Your parents, they fuck. And your mom, I'm not saying anything about your mom. Your mom's a good mom. But she's a bad girl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Your mom cuts the crust off your sandwich, but she's also been like this with your dad's junk. Stop it. Stop doing that. It's not funny anymore. Stop that. You know what I mean? So,
Rude.
there's a lot of things you don't know about your parents. Let me tell you something else you don't know about your parents. You know what? They don't know what the fuck they're doing. When the thing you realize the most when you become a parent is you're like, oh, my parents had no idea what the fuck was happening. They just made, and they're watching, so. But they just made things up as they went, you know? And we do the same thing with you guys. So I thought, by the way, okay. He saw me, he said, walked in.
I don't like that. He laughs at his jokes more than I do. Like, what the fuck? Chill, nigga.
But we're gonna be fine. He hasn't mentioned anything, you know? And then we were out at the park. And by the way, when he left the room, I said to Beth, I'm like, we're still having sex, right?
Since we started.
She goes, no.
What?
Jacob was just in here. I'm like,
Oh my god.
yeah, but
he's gone.
he's not here now.
I lie.
She was like, no. And I go, are you sure? She goes, I'll just lay here. And I was like, okay.
That'll work.
I think it's funny that women think that's a deal breaker when they're like, fine, I'll just lay here. Every guy's like, that's cool. I'm on board for that. You're just gonna, you're saying yes, but you're gonna be still cool. No problem with that at all. Yeah.
Leave it to me.
Yeah. That is not a deal breaker at all. I'm just gonna lay here. And it's so funny. I tried to tell her that, like, it just shows you how attracted I am to you. And she's like, all I hear is that you would fuck a tree. And I'm like, well, that too, but I don't want to say no to the tree out of hand. That seems mad, you know? So Jakey and I at the park. And he comes up to me and he goes, I know what you tell for jokes. And I go, you do? And by the way, he used to ask me, what do you tell for jokes? And I go, what do you think I tell for jokes? And he'd go, I think you just do things like this. And I'm like, you're not that far off. I mean, you're in the ballpark at least, you know? And so he goes, I know what you tell for jokes. And I go,
Yo guys, quick announcement, yeah. Monday, 7 p.m. AEST Australian time, which is 9 p.m. New Zealand time. I'm gonna go live on YouTube, baby. We're gonna do the live thing. You get me in it, yeah? And I want you guys to be there. We're gonna do some live reactions. You get me? We can chat, we can chill, we can hang out, all of that kind of stuff, you feel me? So be there Monday, 7 p.m. Australian time, 9 p.m. New Zealand time. You get me in it, yeah? And yeah, let's hang out. Cool. Love.
oh, what? And he goes, well, I know a joke you should tell. I go, tell me. And he goes, I think you should tell that joke about your penis sticking straight up.
What?
And we were at the park in public, guys. I'm like, hey, man, inside voice, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, what? He goes, that joke about your penis sticking straight up, you should tell it. People are going to laugh. I go, nobody's going to laugh at that, man. He goes, I did. I laughed a lot. And I was like, first of all, fuck you. That's not nice. But he became obsessed with my junk. Like, he just could not stop. Anytime he got a chance, like, I was coming out of the shower once, and it was at that age where, you know, the kid might be a little too scared to go in the shower by himself, so you kind of cross paths, and you wait in the bathroom with him while he takes a shower, and we were crossing paths, and he just started staring at my junk, just. And I went for the towel, and he goes, no. Wait a second. I grabbed the towel and I was like, first of all, dude, don't squint. What are you squinting at? That is not a nice thing to do. And he said, your penis is bigger than mine. And you know what, folks, no matter how the other person is, it's always nice to hear that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know I needed to hear it. I was like, you're a good son. I really like that, you know? But by the way, I want to tell you guys, and this is the kind of comedy nerd shit that I kind of want to get into here. So there was a story I told about Jacob walking in on us. And I'm going to tell you how I used to tell it. I'm going to tell you how I used to tell it. My wife and I are having sex.
Again.
And I feel a finger touch my ass. And I'm thinking, would I fucking marry Houdini? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's a magician, you know?
You can just
and I turn around as my youngest son.
Oh.
And I didn't know what to do, but I'm no quitter, you know? So I just decided I was going to pull the Jedi mind trick on him. And I just stood in front of him like, there's nothing to see here. That's not my dick. And I thought I was fine. He went off into his bedroom. Until career day at his school. When the teacher said, come on up here, Jacob, tell us what your daddy does. My daddy's a comedian. He makes people laugh. Teacher said, tell us something funny your daddy does. He goes, okay. My daddy can make his penis stick straight up. Show him, daddy. And I was like, all right, I don't know how funny it's going to be. But, okay, so the reason I changed that joke, and I'll tell you why, is one of the stories is true and one isn't. As a young comic, I just was not confident to tell the real story. I felt like I needed to write punchlines. And it turns out the real story is better. And it's one of the first lessons of truth in your art is just more appealing to the people who are listening to it, man. It's a hard lesson to learn, you know.
Okay, well, man like Josh Wolf, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. A little bit funny, not really funny, but it was a bit dry. It was a bit dry. Like, I wasn't really. Yeah, his jokes wasn't hitting. He had about what, maybe 20 people in the room, and you can only hear 1 or 2 laughters. So yeah, I don't know. But large up man like Josh Wolf. But shit, let me know what y'all think. You get me? Well, that's it for this one, innit? Yeah, like, share, subscribe. Bang the like button. Bang subscribe team. Join the game. Join the family. See ya.